Enugu community Bøīls, as Monarch, is accused of killing 9 people. Following series of intimidation, the traditional ruler of Aççūsēd community in Enugu State, Fabian Eke, has been accused of killing 9 people. The leader of Aççūsēd in Igbo, Eze North local government area of Enugu State, according to Sahara reporters, have accused Fabian Eke of subjecting the people of the community to a reign of terror since he ascended the throne. Writing a petition to the Enugu State Governor, Kīllīñg, the community members alleged that Eke was responsible for 9 verifiable deaths in their community. 5 of the murders were allegedly linked to persons behind the move of Obede people to form an autonomous community separate from the umbrella Ugwoji precinct. The petitioners, under the aegis of members of the Obede General Assembly, said Eke had changed the security architecture of the community and installed Ikechukwu Omeje, a man of questionable character, to oversee the protection of life and property in the enclave. The petitioner alleged that Omeje has turned his office to a hit squad for the Igwe. The single-handedly projected Omeje as the head of security in Obede, Aççūsēd, and as the Igwe's errant soldier who goes about doing his master's bidding. Upon the emergence of this new order in our community securities architecture, strange things began to occur, to the extent that people got killed and their bodies dismembered in the most bizarre and questionable circumstances. An excerpt of the letter sent to Ogwuanyi read: "The ritual killing murders started at Obede Aççūsēd in 2016 when 4 persons were gruesomely murdered, their bloody tapped, sucked, and collected with some vital organs missing. Their names are Fidex Idoko, Ikechukwu Idoko, Christiana Amojire, Lydia, and the last person was Virginia Ali, who was killed in February 2020. In an interview with Sahara reporters, Lydia Ejiofor, who would assume Igwe of the Obede community if their desire to break out of Ugwoji is achieved, said the last victim was killed shortly after she had gone to different places of worship to speak against the activity of Eke and Omeje. The woman that died in February, she had gone to 1 or 2 churches and was saying that the people that are killing people like this, it will be better for them. Next thing, they killed her," Ejiofor said. According to the General Assembly, the secretary of proposed autonomous community, Cletus Odo, is among 5 other persons allegedly murdered by Eke and Omeje. Besides the death of the aforementioned citizens of Obede Aççūsēd community through ritual killings, no fewer than 5 other members of the community have died in mysterious circumstances that defied explanation in recent times. These people, before the untimely deaths, were frontliners in the agitation for the creation of the proposed autonomous community, particularly Mr. Cletus Odo, aka Funky, who was acting as the secretary of the proposed autonomous community, and Mr. Matthias Ogwuanyi. The petition to the Enugu State government wrote. They said they have tried unsuccessfully to bring this death up for investigation. as the accused person allegedly controlled the police in the area. Surprisingly, when incidents of killing in the case of those who were murdered were reported to the police, Igwe Fabian Eke would interfere with the police investigation by trying to convince the police that such person died of natural cause, and would compel the families of such victims of questionable death to make a similar statement to the police that the victims died naturally. How he was able to have his way with the police each time such an incident of death occurs has remained inexplicable and most worrisome to us as a people, they said. Aside from the cases of killing and torture, the community leader said that they have been marginalized, accusing the Igwe of sponsoring false claims against them. Responding to the allegation of insecurity and killings sponsored by him, Igwe Fabian Eke said via text that the allegations were totally untrue. Someone who wants to be Igwe in a non-existent community within Ugwoji community is spreading unfounded rumor against me for not just cause. My community is in peace and the troublemakers are in a civil court in suit. Check out our statement of defense and counter at Enugu AZK High Court over matters, and your story will be complete. Thank you for hearing from me, he said. Thank you for listening to this news. Community matters, community issues. It's always like this. Sometimes it's good we listen to issues of this kind because it affects us as well. Many of us in our communities, we do experience things of this kind whereby Igwe, a particular community and another community beef each other, or whereby someone who is not the Igwe of a particular community beef the present Igwe simply because he wants him to die so that he can ascend the throne. Maybe because he's supposed to be the next to the Igwe if probably the Igwe passes out. It's happening. It's happening. So that is why I will say that the people of the state should try to approach peace, recognize peace, be exposed to peace. They should embrace peace because community war, I will tell you, is more tougher than world war. If a community war erupts, it might lead to a complete wiping off of the whole community. I'm telling you. So that is why no one encourages such to happen. So let the community people don't encourage such thing. Instead, let them embrace peace in the community. So, my viewers, I will advise that you come into this matter and support your own opinion. Deem it fit to leave your own comment below the comment box. Click on the subscription button as well as the bell button to get updated whenever we upload any new videos. Thank you.